Good evening, YouTube. I just want to drop in to thank you guys for 25,000 or so hits on the premiere episode of a new series I'm doing called Olympia. I kind of dropped it without any warning. I felt like it was just time. First, let me explain. Uh, when we did the initial episode of Grayson, there was a long amount of time that went by, and I did a lot of projects in between. This is one of them. There's another I intend to release right after we finish our about 3 or so episodes of releasing this. So the time was definitely well spent. Uh, this is the coolest thing in the world, this YouTube thing. And for me, I look at it as not just a YouTube channel. It's kind of like my miniature TV network. It's an opportunity for me to kind of express all the different creative sides of myself and my team and all of the wonderful performers I know. And it gives me a chance to stretch my abilities. For example, Grayson is a comic book action film. The series Olympia is kind of a teen drama with a little bit of supernatural aspects, almost like a fantasy. And it's won a lot of awards. I tend to keep things private until they do really, really well. Hold on one second. Let me close this window. I tend to keep things private until they do well on the festival circuit, and then I drop them. So these projects have kind of been proven a little bit critically, and I'm, they have their problems, as does everything I do that has no money. But I'm excited to show them to you anyway. We will be dropping episode 2 of Olympia either Friday or Saturday of this week, more than likely Saturday because I'm shooting on a new film for 3 days starting tomorrow. So, what I'd like to, address is all of the new shows. There's been a lot of really wonderful comments about like, hey, my only problem is you guys keep doing all these other things. And I kind of touched on it already with this being like a miniature TV network for me, and my goal to be to have several different shows, just like ABC or Fox or a CW. I want to have my own lineup of things, and I feel really confident with my ability to do it because I've already done it. These shows are edited, color corrected, visual effects are done, and my goal is to make them for, I'm hoping that you guys watch it because with Grayson and the Gambit and now Olympia, I've proven to you guys that I'm proficient at filmmaking and I can captivate you for just 5 or 10 minutes. And I also want to be able to attract different types of audiences to this channel. So that they can discover, Grayson for the first time, but they really came to watch Olympia. Or, fans of Grayson will get into Olympia, if there can be any crossover. And also, I'm trying to balance two different careers. I'm trying to balance this really, really fun online career with still making a very public and bold statement about being a filmmaker. I make whatever I feel like making, whenever I feel like making it. And it's not to be cocky, it's to kind of show that I can. I have to step outside of this whole like action, like dark sort of genre and do something light and show that I can handle stories that aren't necessarily for me. Like one of the main hiccups of doing Olympia was I wrote it with a buddy and I shot it and I did all these things, and as I was editing it I found myself going, wow, I just made a show that doesn't necessarily include me as its core demographic. And that's okay because I made it through and it was able to speak to people with whom I am not, such as 17, 18-year-old girls, 12 to 16-year-old guys, children, and families. Families really, really love this. Like Olympia won Best of Fest at my hometown film festival, and the reaction from the audience as it played episode after episode after episode was really, really incredible because our audience was full of families. Parents with kids enjoying it as much as their kids because they're getting a certain message out of it, and kids are getting, into it for their reasons. So I'm really, really proud of it. I hope you guys continue to watch and share. And keep an eye out for Fight Night, which is next up on the lineup, and then those big projects that I'm working on. Luckily, I just got another gig, so I have more money to put into it. My team have to be excited about that because, wow, it got close there for a moment. But a lot of the props and wardrobe are on the way. Check out the episode if you want the other episode or my last vlog if you want to see more about, the props I'm working with. And I just want to thank you guys again for watching. I never expected a show that doesn't have a pre-existing character in it to get so many views. And, subscribe if you haven't already. I could really use that. And keep an eye out for the new Grayson content and the new Green Lantern content. That's probably only about 6, 7 weeks away. Also, check out the Ismahawk podcast in which they interviewed me about Grayson Earth One. We had a wonderful time about a week or so ago. If you haven't already seen that, hop over to Ismahawk's channel. And thank you guys very much. And I will talk to you soon. If you have any other questions about the sort of things we're doing and why we're doing it, I would love to address it. Thank you guys for the wonderful question about what sort of content I'm doing and am I getting distracted by things. I assure you I am not. I assure you I've organized things pretty well, and I'm really, really proud of the fact that my team was able to execute several different shows. And now we're just kind of dropping all this content you guys don't even know about. We can surprise you every once in a while. So, hope you guys enjoy. Come back Saturday for the new episode of Olympia, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.